All aboard, all aboard! Monte, 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 monte! Ah, of course there's room for you! Vini non toujours gen place. Toujours gen place. Hi everybody, I'm Mahalia, and welcome to another adventure of Taptap, KRIK. Of course, we're gonna sing, nous pral danser, nous pral tirer compte. We have all kinds of wonderful little stories for you today. Rele ti moun yo, rele ti moun yo vini. Get on board, monte, monte, monte. Monte, all aboard. Kembe konou, because we are going to New York. And we are going to meet Bello. Bello is a Haitian composer and a guitarist, and he's influenced by, a variety of Caribbean styles and traditions. So let's see, he's a little bit reggae, he's a little jazz, and a little pop. I can't wait to see this. Let's see what Bello has for us today.
Bonsoir ti moun, koman nou ye? Nou pam se Bello. Mwen son musicien haïtien ki voyaje tout kote e jodi voyaj mwen menem la kay nou. Voyaj mwen menem nan bel aktivite sa ke nou organize. E sa tombe bien paske sa gen kek jou c'était fête drapeau pays. Et m'content partager musique avec nous, m'content partager un petit moment de connaissance, faire découvrir l'autre culture, découvrir l'autre genre d'artiste et une musique qui peut être différent, un message qui est universel. So musique m'a joué pour nous aujourd'hui les Citizen of the World. So me choisir une musique qui est en anglais pour tout le monde plus ou moins comprendre. Even though I have an accent, un petit accent, but you guys will understand. Et puis I want you to sing with me. I'm a citizen. I'm a citizen. I'm a citizen of the world. Flying across the globe today, in my dreams, try to find my way across the seas, above the land, make sense of it and understand your world. Asia, Africa, Antarctica, North America, Australia, South America, Arctic, Polar, West Africa. It's just one sky, hard to deny. One horizon, one location, one big ocean, waves in motion, the wind rotation, one vibration. I'm a citizen. I'm a citizen of the world. Taking a stroll among nations, going beyond limitations, isolation, separations, crossing the lines of probations. London, Paris, and Montreal. Watch the borders and limits fall. Rio, Melbourne, Monte Carlo. Feels like home everywhere I go. It's just one sky, hard to deny. One horizon, one location, one big ocean, waves in motion, the rain rotation, one vibration. You remember? I'm a citizen. I can hear you. I know you can do better. Let's go. I'm a citizen of the world. Yes, I'm a citizen of the world. Who should that map? Who planned that gap? Who set that trap? I say, let's just recap. It's one planet, one silhouette. It's you guys sing with me. Sing along, cities and all the world. I was born in Haiti, traveling everywhere. To America, among cities and all the world. To Asia, Africa, South America, YM, cities and all the world. Do, 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 do. I'm a citizen of the world. I'm a citizen. Do you remember this? I'm a citizen of the world, I'm a citizen of the world. I'm a citizen of the world, traveling to Asia, America, Africa, citizen of the world, going to Miami, Florida, everywhere in the world. I'm a citizen of the world. I hope you guys enjoyed that performance. You can, you can leave me a comment, send me a message on Facebook, on Twitter. If you're on Instagram, you can connect with me. My name is Atisbelo, Atisbero, and I am from Haiti. And it was a pleasure to be here with you. Enjoy your day.
Citizen of the World. Wow, that's a great song. Did you sing along? Belo did ask you to sing along. Are you a citizen of the world? I know I am. I've enjoyed traveling and I've been all over the world with my work. But our magical Taptap is taking us to South Florida. And we are going to meet two sisters who travel and talk about their book, Dear Haiti, Love ANGLÈ. And we are going to meet Maika and Maritza Mulit. Now, Maika studied marketing and she works in nonprofit. And Maritza has a degree in journalism and she works with empowering young women. And they love telling stories. Let's hear their story today.
Hi everyone, I'm Maika Mulit.
I'm Maritza Mulit.
And we are sisters and co-authors of Dear Haiti, Love ANGLÈ.
So, have your parents ever said to you, "Tu passes por ma voyo Haiti, oui?" Well, in our book, when a prank goes terribly wrong, 17-year-old Elaine Bopala gets sent to her family home in Haiti. But while she's there, she gets to cultivate a beautiful relationship with her mom, who she hasn't been the tightest with before they were both in Haiti. There's even a family curse.
Oh yeah. And before we start and read an excerpt of Dear Haiti, Love ANGLÈ with you, we wanted to share what we're wearing today. Today we have on a carabella. A carabella is a traditional Haitian dress, and it is usually a crop top, so it shows your shoulders, and has a large skirt. It's typically red and blue to commemorate the Haitian flag, and it also incorporates some other cool things, sometimes silk and even KRAK, which is this little squiggly line ribbon here.
Wow, I really like your carabella.
Thank you. I like your carabella too.
Quick, do you know which one's Haiti?
Did you say C? If so, that's correct. Have you ever been to Haiti?
We have. Our family is from Oka.
We got to visit Haiti while we were writing Dear Haiti, Love ANGLÈ, and we saw so many important places, like Citadelle La Ferrière, the Sans Souci Palace, and the statue that commemorates Bataille Bétier.
And you know what else? We were inspired to write our book partly because Haiti is so beautiful, but also because Creole, the language that we speak, as you know, is full of rich proverbs and storytelling.
And we wanted to share a few of those proverbs before we get started reading. The first one is, Ti chien gen force devant kay metli.
Little dogs sure are brave standing in front of their owners' houses.
Another one is, Créole parler,
Créole comprendre,
or Creole spoken,
is Creole understood.
And the last one is a fan favorite, Wap con George.
You'll know George.
Who is George? I don't know, but I think it's time for us to get started reading, Maritza. What do you say?
All right.
All right, now we're going to get started and read. The part that we're going to dig into is right after Elaine's mom has a major outburst on the air, and she's trying to decipher her feelings by speaking with her best friend, Tatiana. Let's get started.
Saturday, December 12th. The life and times of Elaine Beauparlin.
One of the perks of our expensive private school was free access to the local college library. Tatiana and I were supposed to be spending our Saturday finishing up our final safety school applications, but instead, I had spent the last 30 minutes whisper raging about the passive-aggressive shade spectacle that was career day. It wasn't until I looked up from my computer that I noticed Tatiana sleeping with her eyes open.
Dude, did you hear a word I just said? I waved my hand in front of her face. She started suddenly.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I said, this is worse when Nina had everyone calling you Tatiana la Haitiana after your mom came to Mr. Berger's class freshman year. It actually had a nice ring to it, but the fact that we know she was saying it in a derogatory way just made it so nasty. Anyway, sorry I didn't turn around when you called after me when all this went down. If I had stuck around, it would have definitely been Celeste Beauparlin Smackdown 2.0, and I couldn't let that happen. Besides, I've already got an idea.
Tatiana snored loudly and startled herself awake.
Girl, what is going on? I asked, annoyed. Why can't you keep your eyes open?
I fell asleep again? Ugh, I'm sorry. Church got out later than usual last night. She yawned. Cuit de minuit? More like cuit de 4 o'clock in the morning.
Is God even awake to hear you then? I loved hearing about Tatiana's Holy Ghost stories.
She rolled her eyes. We were in the home stretch. The pastor was winding down when some lady jumped up from her seat and began convulsing. Of course, he needed to exercise her, and the congregation started singing, and my mom had taken my phone, so I couldn't even record the thing.
A college boy sitting behind a tall stack of GMAT prep books and a venti coffee looked up from his laptop and frowned over at where we sat in the corner of the library reserved for groups.
And then he started to preach again to round out the night with positive energy or whatever, and went into this tirade about evil people who do voodoo and split their souls into pieces and hide them in jelly bean jars so they can't die.
You mean Horcruxes?
Please. We had all that before JKR wrote about it.
But is all voodoo evil, that I asked? I feel like that particular instance would fall under the bad branch of the spirit tree, but there are good uses too, right?
Tatiana laughed. Not at my church, she said simply. There's no difference to us.
So if I went to church with you on Sunday, like your mom has been hounding me about for the past 4 years, and they found out I had a family curse, would they try to pray it away?
What?
College boy growled.
How have you never mentioned a family curse to me? Tatiana hissed.
There's not much to mention. Whenever anything bad happens, my aunt says our family's cursed and my mom tells me to ignore her. I chuckled.
Wow. Cursed how? I'm surprised you believe in all that.
I never said I did. And my mom doesn't let my aunt get into the details. Mom always brushes it off as silly Haitian superstitions, but my aunt seems pretty adamant that it exists.
You're always chatting with your aunt though, Tatiana said. She tried to lower her voice when college boy gave an exaggerated sigh. She's never explained what it is?
Whenever I bring it up and try to get her to tell me more, she says she can't out of respect for my mom. Personally, I feel like it's something my aunt made up to scare me into behaving as a child, and it just stuck around.
That's nothing to joke about, Tatiana said. Either way, don't ever mention this to my parents, because they'd have me stop hanging out with you in a heartbeat.
I nodded. I promise I won't.
College boy sighed heavily and started throwing his books into his bag to leave.
You can find the quiet zone upstairs, I said in a sticky, sweet voice when he was close enough to our table. I pointed to the study room's level 3 sign by the elevators right across from where we sat and watched as he looked between me and the sign and grumbled things as he walked away. He stepped into the elevator and I waved at him until the doors closed.
You're so annoying, Tatiana giggled. You've got to learn to let stuff go.
Or people can learn to use their words in a productive way instead of huffing and puffing like a big bad wolf.
Your curse has to be being too opinionated, Tatiana smirked. In all seriousness, do you think maybe that's what's behind what happened with your mom on air?
What? I asked.
Your family curse. Maybe that's what caused your mom to flip out on that senator.
Ha! I fake laughed. She flipped out because he put his hand on her when he had no business doing so.
You're right, she said. It was just a thought.
Tatiana turned to the computer in front of her so that she could put the finishing touches on her applications. I stared at my laptop screen, but couldn't get to work. I'd never seriously considered our family curse as anything more than a tall tale. Yet, for some reason, I couldn't totally shake the feeling that Tatiana might be onto something.
That was awesome.
It sure was. Thank you so much for joining us today.
We hope you enjoyed our reading of Dear Haiti, Love Elaine.
Bye!
Bye!
Oh, did you guys enjoy the carabella? I thought that was so pretty. And I kind of like that it was off the shoulder and the colorful KRIK. And they talked about Okap, where they're from. Hey, my mom's from Okap too. How neat. I love the proverbs. Did you? Have you heard any of those before? I know I have. And I really actually like the book cover. I thought that was so pretty. But our Taptap is idling, hanging around South Florida, and we are going to meet Nancy Saint-Léger. And she's going to teach us a new dance. So, how many Haitian dances do you know? Do you know any? I know a few, but Nancy is the founder of NSL Danse Ensemble. And she performs a variety of dances that are bright and colorful and bold. And it's actually telling of Haiti's very long and rich history of independence and pride and cultural wealth. Let's celebrate with Nancy.
Hello, my name is Nancy Saint-Léger. I'm the director of NSL Danse Ensemble. We are located in the Little Haiti Cultural Center. That's where we rehearse. So today I'm going to show you a dance called the Congo. And the steps are pretty easy. Okay, can you see my feet? See, it's like this. Okay, that's the Congo. That's the basic Congo step. And little shuffle. Okay, so the Congo is a happy dance. It's a dance of celebration. So enjoy. Ready? Here we go.
Congo. Oh, how beautiful. Qui est-ce qui connaît danser Congo? Any other dances? Well, I loved Nancy's presentation, and I don't know if you noticed, but she was on the balls of her feet, and it kept her very light as she was spinning. And that big skirt. I loved it. And you know what I liked when she was doing this? It made it look like she had wings. But, okay, so our little Taptap is not going to fly too far. It's actually just kind of going a little further south to Cutler Bay. And it's time for another story. And we are going to meet Margaret Papillon. She's a wonderful author, and she's written, get this, listen, more than 3 dozen books. What? Oh my gosh, that's over 36 books. Let's see what book she's chosen for us today. This is going to be awesome.
Bonjour les petits amis, comment allez-vous? Moi je vais bien et je suis ici aujourd'hui pour vous raconter une histoire que j'ai écrite, ça fait très longtemps, et qui s'appelle Marinella. Peut-être que cette histoire-là attendait un petit peu que je sois forte en dessin pour pouvoir venir à la vie, parce que j'ai aussi illustré ce livre pour enfants qui s'appelle Marinella. Je vais vous montrer un petit peu ce que j'ai fait comme dessin avec des couleurs fantastiques maintenant pour vous permettre de bien comprendre cette histoire. Et voilà quelques dessins que j'ai eu à faire pour pouvoir illustrer cette petite histoire pour enfants. Et là maintenant, j'ai commencé à raconter des histoires, j'avais 8 ou 9 ans. Et à cette époque-là, on ne sait pas encore que toutes les histoires que l'on lit dans les livres sont des histoires qui ont été inventées par des gens qu'on appelait auteurs. Alors, moi j'étais toujours surprise de voir que mes soeurs, mes frères, mes cousins, mes cousines, mes petits camarades étaient toujours enchantés d'entendre mes histoires, mais des histoires que j'inventais sur place. Et c'est ainsi que, d'après moi, commence ma carrière d'écrivain. Alors, cette histoire Marinella, c'est une petite histoire tout à fait charmante qui commence par une superstition. Ça commence avec des enfants qui ont été habités dans les hauteurs de Fermat, de Kinskov, dans les plus hautes montagnes d'Haïti. Et là, maintenant, ils avaient des cousins qui venaient souvent, pendant les vacances, venir les tenir compagnie. Alors, maintenant, un de ces étés-là, les cousins sont venus et le plus grand d'entre eux leur a fait remarquer que dans les jardins, dans les champs de maïs, de pommes de terre, des habitants de Kinskov, il y avait toujours maintenant des protections. Ça veut dire qu'il y avait toujours des choses comme des choses magiques qui permettaient maintenant à ces paysans-là de ne pas avoir à faire face à des voleurs pour leurs denrées. Alors, ce grand cousin-là, qui s'appelait Franzi, il a dit « Il faut que votre père ait lui aussi des protections. » Et c'est ainsi qu'ils vont s'amuser à construire une protection de par eux-mêmes. Ils ont pris un ruban dans les cheveux d'une des filles, ils ont été chercher une vieille bouteille de lait de maïsi, ils ont été chercher maintenant des boules d'indigo et ils ont tout mis ensemble dans un sachet, ils ont amarré la poupée qu'on appelle Marinella maintenant à une croix de bois et ensuite maintenant ils ont planté tout ça dans le jardin. Et voilà, l'été est fini et les enfants sont repartis pour Port-au-Prince, ils sont repartis vers leurs écoles, Saint-Louis-de-Gonzague et Sainte-Rose-de-Lima, Sacré-Cœur, etc. Et maintenant, un jour, le père est arrivé dans la salle d'études des enfants. Il était très en colère et il a demandé « Mais qui a mis cette histoire dans mon champ de maïs et de mon champ de pommes de terre ?» Les jumeaux, ils ont été très confus ils se sont demandé, mais est-ce qu'on va dire qui a fait ça? Est-ce qu'on va dire que c'est nous qui avons fait ça? Et là, maintenant, le père était furieux parce que les paysans qui étaient venus récolter les denrées ne voulaient pas pénétrer dans le jardin parce qu'il disait qu'il y avait une chose magique dans ce jardin-là qui pourrait maintenant leur faire du mal s'ils y pénétraient. Et c'est ainsi que le père amène les jumeaux vers les paysans pour leur dire que ce sont eux qui avaient mis ça dans le jardin, que ce n'est ni un sorcier, ni un ougan qui a fait ce travail-là et qu'il n'y avait pas de danger. Mais malheureusement, ils n'ont pas eu maintenant le résultat qu'ils espéraient. Les paysans se sont dit c'est pas possible que ce soit des enfants qui aient fait ça, nous on n'y croit pas. S'il n'y a pas un grand sorcier qui vient et qui enlève tout ça du jardin, nous on ne pourra pas faire la récolte. Alors le père il était un petit peu désespéré et il s'est dit bon d'accord, je vais chercher un grand sorcier, un grand ougan à Léogane et là on va voir, on va retirer tout ça et vous pourrez faire la récolte. Et c'est ainsi que le père, il descend maintenant en ville et il va directement chez sa sœur. Chez sa sœur, il fait venir le garçon de cour de sa sœur et il lui dit « Est-ce que tu peux me rendre un petit service ?» Le type, il est très content, il dit « Mais avec plaisir. » Il dit « Ok, d'accord, tu vas te déguiser en sorcier et tu vas venir retirer pour moi ce que les enfants ont mis dans le jardin qui empêche les paysans de faire la récolte. » Et c'est ainsi que Franklin, lui, il va se chamarrer, il va mettre un chapeau sur sa tête, il va mettre une ceinture de toile à sa taille, il va avoir le bâton du grand-père Châtelain entre ses mains, et c'est ainsi qu'il monte à Kinskov pour pouvoir exorciser le jardin. Et c'est ainsi que quand il arrive, il fait semblant maintenant de faire une grosse cérémonie et de vaudou, il prend de la farine, il trace des signes vaudou par terre qu'on appelle des vévés, et puis là, maintenant, il fait une incantation, il fait une belle prière, et il dit, à partir de maintenant, toute cette magie-là n'existe plus. C'est comme ça qu'il prend la poupée, il la déchire, il prend les graines d'indigo, il les écrase dans sa main, il les laisse partir aux quatre vents, et maintenant il prend le ruban et il le jette aussi dans le vent. Et c'est comme ça que les paysans, eux, à ce moment-là, ils ont été très rassurés, ils ont été contents qu'on ait pu enlever cette sorte de magie dans le jardin, et c'est ce qui leur a permis maintenant de bien faire la récolte. Et devinez quoi? Devinez ce qui est arrivé, les amis? Eh bien, pendant toute cette récolte-là, les paysans n'ont pas touché à un seul maïs, ni à une seule pomme de terre. Et là, maintenant, quand le cousin Frenzy est revenu et l'année suivante, et il a demandé comment ça s'était passé, on lui a dit que c'était formidable, que le papa n'avait pas eu de perte. Et il a dit, ah, voilà, alors maintenant, comme c'est moi qui avais fait toute cette histoire-là, ton papa me doit bien quelques sous. Et les jumeaux lui ont dit, malheureusement, comme tu nous avais dit de ne rien dire, alors on va garder le secret. Et c'est comme ça, c'est fini. Bye!
Oh my goodness, don't you love the way Margaret reads her stories? She has such a grace about her when she reads her stories. So beautiful. Oh my goodness, Timon. Menu rive oui, ti Taptap plan fini oui. But look, what did we learn today? I thought Belo's talent with his guitar and how he sang in English. And he even talked about his accent, but I thought his singing was beautiful and flawless. And we learned some folkloric dance from Nancy. What else? Micah and Maritza gave us an intriguing story. And of course, Margaret. So I'm inviting you to come back in 2 weeks. You have to come back in 2 Saturdays. And please, please, please take a look and visit the Miami Book Fair website, right? I'll see you in 2 weeks, okay? Thanks for stopping by. Est-ce que nous comptons? I'm so happy. I'm so happy you came and joined in with us today. Bye. See you soon.